Hey everyone, thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of It's On Us, where it's truly on us to do this. So hey, we got Kate Gonzalez in the building today. She's our first official female guest on the show. Please welcome her with open arms. She has a lot of good insight. She was a pleasure to talk to, and she was a natural, honestly. So be sure to listen. It's about an hour long. We have our tech guru, Julian, on as well. He stepped in for a member that couldn't be there today. So guys, take a listen, enjoy, and I'll see you at the end of the episode where I got a little bit more information for you on some additional content.
Got it.
I've been in the background.
So I think we're recording,
I
right?
think we are. Yeah.
Hello.
Oh, shit. What do you mean you think we're recording? We're not going to sit here for an hour and not
record.
You know what I'm saying?
You asshole.
You're touching a lot of stuff.
Don't fucking worry about what I'm touching.
Whoa.
Wow.
All that
Oh,
aggression
such
and
animosity,
animosity that
sir.
you have towards me, you need to check it at the door next time.
I don't have any animosity.
So no
Yeah.
beer.
Yeah.
Shut your ass up. Anyways, no
Yeah,
beer.
yeah.
Can we cheers to a good
Sure.
podcast today?
Sure. Does everyone have a drink?
With the special,
Yeah, we do.
with the special
Cheers,
host.
cheers,
There we go.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right.
Cheers.
No one touched glasses but me and Kate, but it's all right. We cheers.
Coronavirus.
And speaking of Kate, so everybody,
Yep.
thank you for tuning in. It's another episode of It's On Us podcast, where the change begins with us here, and we have a special guest today.
Yes, we do.
Her name is Kate Gonzalez.
Hey.
Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. You are our first female guest, official guest. First
Wow, I didn't know. First
yes,
female.
First female
Mhm.
official
Okay.
guest, yes.
Another surprise
Shout out
for
to
you.
women.
Yes, ma'am. You are OSU alum and a Cleveland State alum,
Yes.
correct?
Yep.
And you're younger than us. Well, younger than me and most of the people here, right?
I'm 26.
26? Okay. We're
I know I look
27.
like I'm 18.
Oh,
But I'm 26.
I get that too.
And we'll just tell people what do you have going on right now?
Well, besides the It's On Us podcast,
Hey.
well, I spend a lot of my time. I work very closely with the Lorain community, so I'm from Lorain. And I work in nonprofit community work, so that's what I do Monday to Friday. And I have a side gig on Saturday evenings where I do serve / bartend. So,
Okay.
Nice. And then on Sunday I relax.
There you go.
Life of Kate.
Life of Kate. Oh, I like that.
As most people should. Sundays are rest days for everybody, but not this Sunday because this Sunday
Super Bowl.
is the Super Bowl.
Do you watch football?
The big game.
Yeah, I mean, I was raised with football because my dad, he's a big Cowboys fan. Okay, don't make any jokes.
No,
on this
no,
season,
no,
don't
no,
make
no,
any
no,
jokes.
no, no.
But I did know enough to know that you don't bet against Tom Brady.
Yes, sir. What did I say? What did I say last week?
I know.
There's two people you don't bet against.
But
Floyd Money Mayweather.
Jacob, you got something to say to this?
Tom Brady.
Yeah, Jacob.
I already bet at Julian $20 that Patrick Mahomes was going to beat Tom
Wow.
Brady.
Boy, about
I
stupid as hell.
I'll be around to collect.
Hey,
Oh,
rookie, this is your first time on the mic. Why don't you introduce yourself?
yeah, so
too?
and we
Ain't
also
it?
have
Yes,
another
sir. We got
Scoot up.
another
Scoot up.
special guest.
Sorry, so,
Yeah.
get
Just
yourself-
to pause,
yeah,
just to pause
get
real
your
quick.
posture
Pause
right,
real
man.
quick. So it's on us. We have 6 collective members, but Julian will make our 7th. So he's coming off the bench. He's like our 7th man, and he's also he plays a huge part in what we're doing. He plays a huge part. So Julian, say what's up to the people,
What's going on, guys? I'm Julian.
aka the tech guru. So he
Yes,
will
sir.
help us navigate as we progress and grow in this space that we're in now. So
I would say Julian's like the mother swan.
yeah, there you
He,
go.
he keeps
you
us
go.
in our lane.
There
You
you
know what I
Behind the
mean?
scenes.
Yeah. He just makes sure all our P's and Q's are where they need to be, and our I's and T's are crossed and dotted.
Yeah. Again, it's on us for a reason. It takes a collective to actually push forward what we're trying to do. So here we are today. You know, but we have a couple questions for Kate. Correct?
Yeah, so it's more of a community question. So
Yeah.
I thought about this.
Community question.
I said, well, this would be a good starter question. I think it's a unique question. So, Kate, this is for you first. If you had your choice of a game show that you could be on, any game show, what would it be and why?
What?
Easy question, right?
Hit her with that curveball real quick.
Yeah,
Not a-
seriously.
Yeah, not a
I tell you
serious-
mine.
Because
We'll-
something
we'll
must have
give
came to
Kate
your
one.
Would you? Yeah, go ahead.
something must have came to your mind real quick.
Oh, I'm on Jeopardy.
Oh, I'm
Jeopardy.
too stupid for Jeopardy. I can't.
Yeah, I'm with John on
Yeah,
that.
that's like
You
you
have
got to
to
be a
have, like-
trivia guru for that.
Mm-hmm.
But the questions are like, I
No,
feel like
sir.
I'll be
I'm
okay
a
on
hard.
Jeopardy.
If I had to pick one, Family Feud.
Family Feud.
That's a good one.
Yes.
I feel
yes.
like my family, we'd be
Yes.
Yeah. We'd be straight.
for sure.
I wouldn't say my family, but let me pick my team.
Mm-hmm.
I'd pick a couple of my family members, but not all family.
Your
We'd be
family,
alright.
your family.
You pick Jacob to be on your team?
Really? Really? Damn.
Yikes.
All right.
I
You
plead
made
the
the cut.
fifth.
No, Family
I
Feud
plead
is
the
a,
fifth.
a really good answer because, yeah, I used to watch Family Feud all the time.
Mm-hmm. I thought The Price is Right was another good one. Like, as
Yeah.
far as like you can't lose. You just keep winning money regardless of
Yeah,
what you
that
pick.
too.
It's like, all right, well, I'm.
Or I
And-
would say my honorable mention would be what was the case game?
Now I'm deal or no deal.
Yeah, Deal or No Deal. Yeah.
I was
no
out.
deal.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Wheel of Fortune would be another one too.
I got
Yeah,
one. For
that's
You know what else would be a really hard one though, for real? Are you smarter than a fifth grader?
Oh my gosh.
You lose and you're like, man, I'm not.
Like,
not
I'm an idiot.
Double Dare. I would like to be on Double Dare.
90s vibes.
Mhm.
What the heck? That Nickelodeon or something?
Speaking of like
Vibes.
90s
Yeah.
vibes, yeah.
Speaking of 90 vibes though, some of them shows I'm like, man, I would love to be on those.
What was
Like,
the grocery store show?
Hold on.
Where you take the cart in the grocery store and you go through and you have to get all the
Oh,
stuff.
guys, grocery
No,
store
no,
game?
no,
Like
not that one.
The
It's-
old 90s one.
They just actually brought it back.
That was on Nickelodeon.
Yes, they
just,
did. Oh my God, what was it called?
Oh, gosh.
Wow.
This is why we got the laptop pulled up right here. Yep.
Yikes.
No, yeah. Another show from the 90s while you look that up.
Something sweeper.
Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Man, fire.
That was-
Fire.
I would definitely be on that show.
Yes, sir.
It took them so long to put together this 3-piece monkey. And
Yeah.
I'm like, why? It's so simple to put together, but I guess like the adrenaline from like people watching you, I don't know. But that's a show I definitely would love to be on.
I can't believe you said Double Dare. That's crazy.
That's a good one.
What are you doing, Archibald?
Jacob's on the damn.
He trying to watch
TV
it.
guy.
Come on,
Yeah,
bro.
He's trying to watch TV.
watch
Oh
it
my
right
God.
For it. Looking
All right,
at what
we know
time
we
you're
get
gonna
we
have
get
to
the
pay
gist.
me
It was
for
a game. You go grocery shopping. It's really quick.
I
Here we
forget
go.
what it was called.
That's how I am in real life.
Supermarket sweeper.
Yeah.
Yes.
I do that shit in real life. I do not want to be in there any longer. I'm on the go.
Bro, you probably
This
shop
is
for
true.
like 2 minutes because you don't even cook.
And I walk fast, so it's like I'm amped up. I know where I'm going. I don't like going to new stores because I don't know what the layout is.
Okay, what grocery store do you go to?
I go to Drug Mart. I'm an East Side here.
Drug Mart.
Yeah, I know exactly. I don't know the numbers, but I can walk you there immediately. Peanuts. I know where the peanuts are
You've
at.
been there enough to like, hey, peanuts, aisle 5 on the other side. You know?
I know where the tacos are, the taco shells. I know where the hot sauce is. They're right by each other.
Yep.
For example,
If you see the queso, you went too far. You gotta go back.
five tiles back, you'll be right there.
All good. No, yeah. No, I don't know. Like, go back to games though. Like, there's a lot of games that I would love to enjoy, but again, going back to the last episode, we call this like the game of life, and there's like things inside of life that we have to constantly deal with. Like this week has been really not heavy on me in a sense, but like draining because I have to deal with these like energies from like negative energy, right? And like toxic people. So like Kate, for you, how do you deal with like that type of like toxic energy, and like how do you like navigate around that?
As far as just in society right now, toxicity and on the news and everything, turn it off.
Yeah.
Disconnect.
For sure.
Walk away. That, listen to or watch what you can trust, and we'll walk away from the rest.
Because it seems like on media, we all know this, like there's like a mass flow of information that's like negative, and it's like it feeds into like stuff that it's really traumatizing to us. In a sense, like we're literally injected with so much trauma. We have to like literally, like she said, unplug essentially. So like,
And it's so crazy because people think of trauma like, oh my gosh, I witnessed a car accident and I saw somebody's body fly out of the car and onto the sidewalk. Like, they only think that is trauma. But trauma is so much more than something like that.
that's just like one layer of trauma.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like, and there's stuff that we deal with on a daily basis that are like simple to us but tough for other individuals. Like, just to go back to trauma, like some people experience trauma at an early age and affects them long term, and they can't get over that hump, you would say, or like that adversity, Because that's what we're constantly going through this like adversity in life. So like,
Or I would say fear.
Well, trauma becomes normal to people.
yeah, you become desensitized.
Desensitized,
Right.
yeah. And then
How?
you don't really realize, oh my gosh, I was traumatized until something is just like, boom.
So
It
it's in
hits your life, yeah.
Yeah, it's in your face constantly, and it's like that's what I'm saying. With media, it's like we see it often. We hear about the virus, hear people dying, but there's not a lot of positive information that we're getting. So it's like
Fear-based.
Yeah, it's like you said, it's all fear based. So how do we get out of that cycle of constantly having to view a fear based injection? You would say
Get a hobby. Get a positive hobby.
like what?
Like, shit. Well, I'm lucky enough. I have a kid. I play with him. We play cars. That's how I get my mind off the road for the day. I play cars, play with trucks, watch them color. You know, what I do for work, that gets me mind off, you know, what's going on in the world.
Okay.
I think it's about finding something. There's nothing wrong with indulging in the media sometimes because there's facts and there's fiction and everything. You know, I think it's okay to learn and understand and separate what's true and what's false when it comes to the media. But I think it boils down to how you make an impact in your community or in your world yourself.
Absolutely.
So, like, how are you spreading the positivity yourself? There's a self-care piece, like he just talked about with this child. And then there's like, okay, but what are you doing to spread positivity? What are the actions?
It could even be as simple as the pay it forward, like at the drive-thrus. You know, you pay
Yes.
for someone's meal behind you. And
Oh, yeah.
Holding the door open for somebody.
Yeah.
Little gestures like
those
that
simple
though goes a long way because somebody can be having a terrible
Full
day,
day.
and then I approach them and I'm like, they're behind me. I'm like, hey, I got his stuff behind me. That might turn his whole day around. He's like,
Exactly.
wow, I really needed that though. I was at the gas station the other day and a little kid, he was short like $4, and he was like, the guy was like, you swipe your card, you want to a negative. I'm like, don't worry, I got it. This young teenager, I never knew him. I'm like,
Right.
keep doing what you're doing, man. You'll figure it out. Like stuff like that, like goes a long way.
I have this lady at convenience. She had the 3-gallon jugs of juice. Man, I was like, come here. I got you. I'll get 2 of these for you, no problem.
She was older too.
Yeah, she was struggling.
Yeah.
I was like,
So
nah.
wait, you couldn't pick up all 3?
Well, no, because she was on
Look at his arms, bro. You think he's picking up all 3?
Hey, why you coming at me half for?
What do you mean?
Damn.
came at his pockets and his arm. Man.
Both. Real easy.
Double attack. No, yeah, just going back to that though, like self-care is definitely important. And another reason we have you today on the podcast because we have certain questions. We have a lot of stuff going on, women's rights, and there's been a evolution of women are
Progressiveness.
progressive.
Long overdue.
Long over. This has been way overdue.
Yeah, we're catching up to you guys, I guess. As far as
and that's crazy.
equity.
Yes.
As far as equity, we're catching up to the men.
What else? We have a MVP, Madam Vice President, right?
Too late for that, too.
You know what I mean? Like, Genie Bus, LA Lakers. They just won a championship. That's another thing. Like, there's so much going on in the women's rights movement. And, like,
Sunday, first female ever to do
Ref.
a ref in a Super Bowl. Yep.
And 2 coaches.
You know, there's 2 sides of this. There's a side where it's like really positive to like say, wow, this is happening in our era. We're the change. But it's also very sad to say that it is happening in our era because it took so long for it to happen.
Right.
You know,
But I mean, we got to pave the way, though.
we definitely have to.
It starts with us.
us.
You know what I mean? Like, you think how many
It's
people
on
are
us.
older than us that are stuck in their old ways?
you see how it, like, always verts back to, like,
It's
name.
on us.
the name.
Man.
Yeah. But it really does. Like, you want to be the change you wish to see. You have to
Gotta be
it's
the
on
change.
you. Like, I can see on a big scale, like, our city needs us, right? But I can say that actively, but not do anything about it. Like, you see it on social media constantly. Like, Lorain needs this, Lorain needs that. But, like, what are you
doing?
Yeah, what are you doing about it? Are you out here giving information? Are you out here educating people on how to get their credit right? Like, what are you actively doing? And I feel like we had to really voice and stand that, like, we have to do it right now because we're entering that threshold of, like, we can really run for, like, city councilman, mayor, like.
Oh yeah, our
we're not
generation
kids.
is the next
Yeah.
CEOs
Yeah,
and
John's going to be the mayor of Lorain pretty soon.
and
though.
leaders and elected officials. We are the
Absolutely.
next generation.
And
We are.
We're knocking on the door. Like, it's like we're not kids anymore. We're at 21, 22. We are like growing into managers and
investors and risk takers and stuff like that too.
Relax, I'm 25.
Entrepreneurs.
All right.
Talking about this upstairs though. Gabe, he's younger than us, but him being around
Us
our older generation, he's a sponge. So we're trying to give him information that can apply
Julian
to him.
Julian's younger
Right.
than
Let's
me.
say yeah.
How old are you, Julian?
24.
See, so like
Wow.
again,
You're a little pup.
he's
Shut your bitch
I wish
ass
I was
up.
24.
Hey,
man. I don't want to go back to 24. I'm cool.
no.
I wish I could go back to like 21, 22.
So that's the age
So
you
do
would
I.
stay at. You're like
Yes.
all of eternity.
No brainer.
21, 22.
Mm-hmm. I had a really good time 21, 22.
2016, 17. I guess yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That was my
years,
senior year of
Yeah,
college.
give me
I
that.
graduated.
I guess so, you're right.
Yeah.
We won the championship. I was at the parade. I was at Game
The
7
Cavs.
at the Cavs.
Yeah.
I was
in
at the
Cleveland.
I was at the
The watch
parade
party.
too.
No, I wasn't at the parade. I was at the watch party. Game 7, the night we won it.
Ooh.
I was on a cruise
No, okay, Liddy.
to the Bahamas though. I
Wow.
think.
Fancy
I
living.
think it was Bahamas,
Nice.
and we were watching it in the middle of the oceon.
Wow, that's.
That'd be lit.
It's literally
That'd
just
be
no
lit.
better than
Lit.
that, though. Like,
I was watching in Illyria. Like, I was just like.
Nah, I was
Yeah.
bro. I hugged so many people I didn't know.
Yes.
Man,
I was
that
in
shit
Cleveland
was so
when that
lit.
happened.
How was the atmosphere on the boat? Like, was everybody?
Security came, and because everybody was going crazy, all hype, and because there was people from Cleveland there, and
Right,
everybody
yeah.
was there was like a area, like a lounge area with like a big TV and a bar and whatnot in on the ship. So it was kind of like these folks over here were for Cleveland, these folks over here for Golden State, and it was security came and
Damn.
Hell yeah.
It was-
Get kicked out.
That's how I got in. Actually, the watch party. There was 2 Golden State fans. They were about to get in. They was talking shit, and it was about probably at least 100, 150 Cavs fans. They got jumped by at least 10 people. The barricade broke over. I looked at my
Wow.
homeboy. I said, "We're making a run for it."
yeah.
We got going. I looked back. It was me and Austin. We was the only 2 to get through and actually make it. You know what I mean, into the thing. I look back. Security had wrapped up every other of my friends. I'm like, fuck. We in this bitch by ourselves. Then started walking around. Everybody had a wristband on. I'm like, fuck. We need to.
Get your hoodie on.
And I was like, we need to hide the wrist.
That parade was insane.
No, I'm glad I didn't go to that parade.
It wasn't reality until I seen guys on like light posts
Wow.
and on the sides of parking garages.
I was on a fire truck.
It's stuff like that. Like okay,
Deadass. I was
we're
on a fire
downtown
truck.
Cleveland on a parade, and then you see a dude on a street sign. You're like, well, okay.
I'm pretty sure that's vandalism or something.
Chill.
Yeah,
Only
like,
one cop car got damaged.
Oh, okay, just one. I mean, that's not too bad.
That's
right?
better than what everybody else.
Yeah.
True.
Fast forward 2 years later and look at what happened with the riots.
Right.
Yikes.
And that's the whole thing as well. So it's like dealing with that space and being in like the right now is like
That's toxic.
that's toxic.
When
That's
it comes
super
to
toxic.
when it comes to the whole
Vandalism.
Taking
You're saying like
what's not
avocation, like
yours.
rights or something like.
I'm saying what's toxic is folks who don't understand
Right.
why it's happening or why there's protests or why there's the fight for justice. That can become toxic, and it will separate you from your friends and family or people who you thought you loved and knew. It will tear you apart, and it has in my family, it has with friends, it has with people I work with. You're cool with them and you think everything is, kosher, and then real life happens and you have an opposite opinion of somebody else, and you're like, hold up, wait a minute.
We can't get over this. We are.
Yeah. Wait, what is your stance on this again?
Stallmate.
And
Yeah.
that's the thing though. Like opinions are like assholes, right? Everybody has one, and some are cleaner than others, but still, it's like just an opinion based, right? So like going into that, it's like we have to really understand why people are doing this. Like she said, like it's for a reason. This has been like a thing that's been. It's Black History Month. Shout out to Black History Month, even though it should be like all year round.
Celebrated all year.
All year
but-
round, right? People are even mad about that aspect. Like,
Bro.
oh, why is it just for? Where's
Exactly.
Where's our
Why
month?
do we
at?
have
Like,
to celebrate
No,
black people?
It should be no. It's,
Like,
Literally.
okay.
It frustrates me in a sense, but I'm like, that's the miseducation and disconnect that keeps constantly happening. So we have to have the conversation, which is uncomfortable to some, but like it has to happen because if we don't, that cycle continues.
Even with October's Hispanic month. Mm-hmm. And motherfuckers like, why?
Yeah.
Why?
Like,
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
what's the point?
Celebrate myself every damn year.
yeah.
Okay.
Every day.
And we
every
got
damn
Cinco de
year.
Mayo though, but
Right.
that's a different story.
Everybody loves Cinco de Mayo. Right? Yeah.
John, roll your R's real quick.
No.
Here we
No,
go.
I'm not doing it. I'm not
Aye,
doing
aye,
that.
aye.
I did that last week and did not turn out well.
Failed.
It's bad.
Yeah, but I think people who don't understand. So let's go to the Capitol riots real quick.
Mm-hmm.
So I literally saw people posting and commenting on social media saying that the people who were there were actually Black Lives Matter activists and Antifa dressed as Trump supporters
Wow.
to ambush the Capitol. Like, what
You want to talk about
is
reaching?
wrong
Yeah,
with
reaching.
people?
For sure.
Lost their minds.
Unbelievable. And I'm like, these, it's I mean, I know we had this conversation before we started the podcast, but you want to talk about occults?
Mm-hmm.
Like, the brainwashing, the narcissism,
And the premeditation to that. Like, that was like, January 6th, just wait on it. And it was like, this is what they wanted. This is what was supposed to happen.
And they keep saying it though, like, and they like see no issue with this. This is like a fat guy not being able to see his dick. Like, it's there, but you're not acknowledging. Like, it's stupid. Like,
That's a hot take. Like, damn.
but that's reality. Like, it's your stomach is so big that you don't see the other side, and that's literally how it is. Like, this is all I see. This is all that matters, and it's real tunnel vision. Like, I know that's like a weird like left, but that's what came into my head though. You know what I mean? But like, we have to make people get out of that.
he's over here dying.
Bro,
That's crazy, right?
When I first seen the rest
There had to be another
Never
example of
heard
that.
that before.
There had to be another example.
I'm gonna have to keep that one in my pocket, boy. That one to go.
But when I first seen the riots, I like looked at the TV. I said, "This is really
Happening right
this
now.
Is, exactly. I was like, "This is really happening."
I was amazed.
I had goosebumps. I'm like,
Yeah.
"This is what our country is right now." Are you fucking kidding? Every other country in the world is probably looking at us.
Oh, they do.
Laughing.
And was
They
like,
do. All the time.
"What the fuck is going on over there?"
It's almost every time you pick up your phone, it's like, what is not now happening that I have to, okay, well,
Yeah.
this is crazy shit, just every day.
So it's kind of like, just to break it down, not the fat guy with the dick part, right? So it's
One more
like,
thing.
it's overt. This is an overt thing that keeps happening. So overt is like, it's like a no look, but you know it's happening, right? So go ahead. What were you about to say?
I was gonna say is if I ever go to another country and they ask where I'm from, I'm not from America.
People are so proud to be American.
Where are
though.
you from then?
I'm gonna try to fake a Canadian accent or something.
Oh gosh, here we go.
Australian?
You watch Trailer Park Boys?
mate. Well,
Hey mate, like
Do you watch Trailer Park Boys?
No.
I'm
maybe
proud to
take
be an
up Rosetta
American. Don't
Stone,
attach
say I'm
yourself to
from-
that stupidity.
like
You know,
When I studied
Mexico?
abroad, they literally thought Americans were like like the American Pie movies.
no, that's funny.
that's embarrassing.
Slapstick comedy, fucking.
I don't know.
And I was like, what?
Yeah,
But America,
we're culture setters.
United States has the same issues as third world countries in certain areas. They really do. They really do. And it's sad.
No, yeah, it's just like, okay, I was having a conversation. Shout out to my boy Emilio. So basically, we had a conversation about how civilization runs, right? And basically, you look back, I think most civilizations last for what, 250 years, you would say, right? And the U.S., you can Google this if you want. It's how old? Maybe 240 something. So like, we're about to enter a reset, quote unquote. So a power shift is happening, and we're seeing that right now with the protests and people being outraged. Like, we're not satisfied. So like, something's going to happen right now, and we get to be a part of that experience. So like, let's just make sure we're on the right side of it, whatever may occur in the next 1 to 4 years.
We want to be on the right side of history, not the wrong side of history.
Right.
Ding ding ding.
Right. So again, so for the people who don't know, like, how do we collectively make that conscious shift? Because it's a collective consciousness that has to happen to happen, right? So people who don't understand why Black Lives Matter, people who don't understand why people are upset about the way the economy is ran, like that 1% that we talk about, we're the 99, they're the 1%. So how do we, like, there's more of us than them, so how do we, like, make that?
I think even in the 99, and in the 99, there's people that are issues that are holding the 99 back. Honestly.
Absolutely, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I feel like the 1% thrives off of the 99%'s issues.
Yes. Yeah.
And dysfunction and animosity and all that. That's how they function. Is from our problems. And if we can't come together, hence a Black Lives Matter movement when it comes to racial justice, I mean, things will stay the way they are.
It even goes to like a opioid epidemic, like that is going on, and it's like we have to deal with that type of like it's again trauma.
I'd even say the GameStop shit and the AMC shit.
Yeah,
the stocks.
Wall
Yeah.
Street bets. That Reddit page.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That
It's
was
like
the 99
the
poking the
1%.
one.
Right.
Yes.
That was the 99% fucking with the 1% to a point where, like, all right, these motherfuckers might actually be the majority.
The problem is, though, is they lost. As
Exactly.
we saw today when we looked at GameStop. They actually lost on that. So it's.
I mean,
What's
but
their
still,
stock at now?
to scare them, you've seen what
$68
they
a share.
did
Shit.
in reaction
They
of
freaked
what
out.
they did. Yeah, you know what I'm
Peaked at
saying?
380
To see
the
that they
other
were
day.
scared. They stopped an open market trade.
It's gonna take
It's
one
never
big
happened
thing
before.
in the world, and something's just gonna happen. It's just gonna I just have a feeling. I don't know what, but something big is just gonna happen. And
I keep
we're just
trying to
gonna be
tell
like,
people, bro, it's going to be a
Whoa.
it's going to be this power shift, and some people may agree or not agree with it, but it has to
Well,
happen.
they're even saying that Trump may come back as like a third party, like he's going to run as a third party in 4 years.
Man, that dude is not going to give up.
He's
No,
talking
he's
about forming
not.
the Patriot Party.
Yeah, literally, and that
What?
would be another division. I mean, it
Yes,
could be another.
but a whole other level, I think, of
I mean,
divisiveness.
If we just gonna create parties now, well, fuck it, I want to create a party. Let
What
me get
party
some
would
What
votes.
would, what would your name be, Jacob? What would your party be?
I don't know yet.
It's a taco party.
Hey, Taco Tuesday party.
Here we go.
There we
Who would
go.
be
Oh my
against that?
gosh.
No one would be against that.
Exactly.
Right.
Everybody loves tacos.
Like Jacob, you might win.
Hey,
Mhm.
party of
It-
tacos.
It's funny that Ash says opioid. What'd you say? Opioid pandemic or
It's like an opioid like,
epidemic? That's so interesting because we all know why it's an epidemic now, right?
No, to the people that don't know, can you please explain why it's like that?
So, back in the 80s, there was this thing called crack
That was pushed into the minority
communities.
Mind
And it
you-
was very much so an epidemic then. It doesn't become an epidemic until it reaches communities of privilege.
And they told minorities, just say no.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to do that.
Mm-hmm.
It's that easy. It's that simple. But now that it affects
Crack
a
is
different
whack.
Yes.
demographic,
Yep. Yeah.
oh, we got to be on
We gotta
this.
press a panic
Yeah,
button
we gotta-
right now.
Press it right now, right? So it's that type of overt issues that we keep dealing with, and it's like something has to happen,
Mm-hmm.
right? So
And it goes back to what I was saying. We're operating off of a broke foundation as it began.
Yeah, the system isn't made for folks to
Equity.
survive.
Right. It's not
Yeah, it's not built. And I mean, it's not as corrupt as like how many 17 million votes or whatever he said.
Mhm.
It's not, that's pretty hard to do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But it is flawed enough and it is corrupt enough to make people
Not trust.
Privileged
Yeah.
over
sure.
others and like you said, a mistrust to the government. That's
I don't want to
I
make
mean,
this
that's
like
like a no-brainer, and it amazes me when people don't get it.
Yeah, I don't want to make this like a political like podcast or anything like that. But
No,
we just
no, no.
these are issues that we constantly have to face, and I'm conscious enough to like have this conversation with you guys because you get what's going on, right? So if I can't have a truthful conversation with you guys, then what's the point, right? We should be open and honest enough with each other where it's like, this is what it is, this is what's wrong, this is what's right.
Yes, sirski.
I mean, it really boils down to that. What's wrong and what's right?
It's not it is I don't want to say it is a black and white issue, but it's a wrong or right issue as well. It's like, right from wrong. Have you guys seen American Skin?
No, and I need to watch it. Somebody let me use their Prime or
Please.
something.
Yeah, you can watch it off mine. Literally,
Okay, cool.
If you guys have a chance, our listeners, please go watch American Skin. The actor, I forget his name, but he was in multiple films. What is his name? He was just on a Breakfast Club too, but like, he's one of those individuals where like he plays roles. Hold on. Jacob looking up the information.
How long does it take Jacob to Google something?
Go down. It's all the way.
Jacob,
There you go.
Can you use two hands? Like, damn, you're making me nervous.
Omari Hardwick.
Yes. He is a
Power.
he played Nat Turner too. He plays these certain roles because he understands, him being a minority, the type of like issues that we face, and he's like really open. And I mean, I don't know if you want to play the preview about it, but like, it's really, you guys
Ghost is in this?
definitely tap into this.
That's crazy.
That's all I'm going to say. Yeah, it's definitely a good movie to watch though. But yeah.
I watched The Hate You Give earlier.
Oh,
What is that?
Good one.
Where's it on?
It's
Is
a
it
good
on?
one.
yeah.
I
It's a
watched it
great
on
response.
FX.
Oh,
Good
FX.
one. Yeah, I just watched it on TV. Yeah.
I watched Pieces of a Woman on Netflix the other day.
Never heard of that. Pieces of a Woman.
Yes.
Jacob.
That sounds like a murder mystery.
Me and my fiance watched it, and
What's that about?
it's a rough movie, bro. It is.
The way you said it, though, you're like,
Oh yeah, it was.
He sounded disappointed. He said, I watched.
It's a fucking
Pieces of a
sad ass
Woman.
movie.
I watched
get some
He
partner
was
shit, man.
forced.
Come on, get
No,
some.
I
Own
said
that
I wanted
shit.
to watch it because I liked the actor and actress in it, but like after like watching it, I'm like,
Oh.
it's a good movie. It's good acting, but
Okay.
man, it was depressing.
No, I can't watch movies that are like.
It took like a lot out of me to
Like-
watch it, but
Do they get like kidnapped or something like that?
long story short, spoiler alert. Woman gone through a pregnancy, decided to have a home birth. Baby was born fine. 5 minutes later, died in her hands. Don't know why. Don't know how.
Nah.
And
What
then
year was it based in?
It was current.
Oh.
So
Can't
it
watch
was.
no shit like that.
So yeah. So and then her goes through a relationship, with her partner, and just trying to figure out how to navigate waters from there. It's real.
Like the after effect.
Yeah.
Coping.
It's real. It's real. Yeah.
Deep.
Yeah. It was good though. It was good.
Unamused.
Julian's
Look at his face.
Julian's not buying this.
Look
at all.
at his face. He said, "No, Sirski."
Thumbs down.
Was this recommended to
Negative.
you by Netflix?
No, it just looked good because I like Shia LaBeouf and I like Vanessa Kirby.
Okay.
So
Shia LaBeouf.
The only time I liked
He's a
him
little
was
crazy,
in,
but he's
it was in Holes. That's the only
Holes.
time.
I know.
Hell yeah.
Eagle Eye too.
Grandpa, I'm tired of digging these holes.
That's when the Disney Channel was like
Blasting.
raw.
Lit.
Yeah.
Blasting.
Lit.
Had the
Fridays at
heat.
7, I think it was.
It was like movies.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cheetah Girls, hey, count me in. Cheetah Girls 2, count me in again.
No, listen, bro. Like I
Said
used
back
to,
to back,
and we
baby.
used to binge. Like I'm talking about Halloween Town.
Halloween
all of them,
Town, yep.
like, what was that? Double Team with the twins.
Yep.
I watched that movie again, bro. The move she did to like juke the girl. No, that's not
What?
working right now.
No,
bro.
sir.
You seen it? She did like a.
Yeah.
She moved her knees like, and then she like did like a jab. Like no.
You're talking about the basketball movie?
Yeah.
Yes, I seen that, yeah. That ain't working now.
That movie made John think he could hoop.
Come on.
Hey, next Saturday you better be ready.
I
Both
am
of
ready.
you
I
old
gotta
ass
stretch.
motherfuckers.
I'm in.
I hurt my back shooting. I hurt my back falling.
No, okay. So it's to get Kate up to speed. What's going on?
Yeah,
right?
what is
Okay,
going
so-
on here?
Last episode we had a dispute. So we're doing like a
A
3
dispute.
on. We're doing like a 3 on 3.
competition.
A competition. You want to say? Right. So 3 on 3. It's me, John, and Brian versus Jacob. Unfortunately, Jacob, Gabe, and Clifton.
So Brian's not here and Clifton's not here, so you
Right.
don't see
Yeah.
the whole
Right.
team.
Okay.
But it was 3 on 3.
3 on
Whoever
3.
wins
Mhm.
buys dinner for the other
For the other team.
for the other team.
Okay.
Where they want to go.
Okay.
Or, I'm sorry, whoever loses
Right.
buys.
Right.
Yes,
Right.
Yes. So yeah, we're talking shit to each other the whole week.
Mm-hmm.
We get, or actually the whole day, rest of the day. We go there last week. The gym's already reserved. It's crazy, but we're gonna go next week and play.
Mhm.
So
Noon.
Dun, dun,
at
dun.
Noon.
At noon.
I'm off Friday and
Tip-off.
Saturday next week.
So
Oh.
Saturday noon next week.
Yes.
All right. I'm getting buckets.
Call it.
They said anytime before 4.
I'm a walking bucket.
Anyway, listen. She's laughing because she knows the truth, and she doesn't even know.
You ain't a bucket.
Anyways,
Jacob. I mean,
just stop it.
I want to sound like they're like, oh, there goes a walking bucket.
No.
It's fine.
The only hope my team has is me and Cliff.
And the walking
It's
bucket.
basically
No.
3-on-2. You're saying?
No,
It's basically 3-on-2.
John,
I'm
you
trash.
can't
I'm
guard me.
trash.
You,
I'm trash. I'm trash.
I'm gonna
I'm
get
honest,
buckets
yeah,
on you
know,
so
I'm
easy.
honest.
Catch me in the paint, John. You can't guard me. That's all I'm
The
gonna
real
say.
game is gonna be me and Ash 1-on-1. That's
Oh.
it. You know what I'm saying?
Ash ain't got no D. He ain't had
Hey,
defense
look.
since junior
Hey,
He
year.
look.
said he gonna let me
I'ma
shoot,
leave-
and I'm gonna prove him wrong.
first of all, my middle name is D, so put some respect on that.
Yeah.
Wow.
That air balls you be shooting, D.
That was kind of funny. That was good.
What?
Dead
No.
air balls.
No.
Dead air balls.
Air balls?
You could say damn air balls. I don't know.
Yeah.
Damn or something.
See, Lorain City Schools, y'all gotta do better, man.
Hey, we're not
Adam.
gonna talk about this again. We talked
Okay.
about this last week.
Okay, I'm tired of talking about this.
We're not gonna keep talking
What, the
about
basketball game?
it.
No.
Oh.
Lorain City Schools.
Man.
Oh,
And how
I
they
wish-
feel.
I wish I would have.
Mr.
Oh,
One
let's not.
OGT.
Let's
Can we
not
stop?
go there.
Wait, can I ask you a question?
Let's not go
how
there.
many OGTs did you pass?
Man, well, I passed all of them first time.
How many? How many though? How many?
What do you mean?
How many did you take?
Yeah, took 5, right?
5.
Right.
Five.
Okay.
So she passed them
Did you
all.
take 4?
No.
Oh.
What, you back with
Wait a minute. Do
Just
we
know-
have to take another one?
No. Just know only one of us passed with only one of them though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't snitch on yourself.
Nah, we're not. We're not gonna do it.
Okay, that's fine.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I
it's-
passed all mine first
Try
round.
though. I'll
And it's-
take that.
and it's-
Me too.
And it's fine. I passed the first 4. I actually failed, I think, science by like 3 points. I was,
Who didn't fail science
I was
though?
like,
I mean,
Me.
me.
Yeah.
That
I
was
passed all mine first
She said,
time.
I ain't trying to flex.
I'm
but
not
I
trying to
didn't.
me, but I mean, honestly, it was my lowest score. People
That's
were
tough.
passing it by like 1 point.
Literally. One question I was reading through them, I was like, come on.
Yeah. But let's not go into like standardized testing and everything
Man.
that you guys already talked about because I can talk about that like a whole podcast.
I think it's just fucked
Okay.
up that we went from the OGTs to what are they taking out? The ACTs?
No, it's
no, they
Common
don't
Core.
take. Yeah,
They
they
don't
don't take
take-
OGTs anymore.
That's what I'm saying.
Wow,
They
they
take
don't.
take like a whole different test now.
It's called Common Core.
Yeah, Common Core is like a foreign language
Yeah, fuck
Wow.
that.
with like
No shit.
teaching.
Like 2 + 2 does not equal 4 type crap.
Yes.
Well, yeah, that's life, and that's my job where I work at.
Damn.
So.
That's a lot, man.
No, but that I mean, public schools reflect the system again. The system.
They
I
reflect
The
mean,
productions and what?
yes. Look at our neighbors. Look at. I mean, look at Lorain City Schools in Clearview. There's a difference.
What do you mean?
There's a difference, and
I went to Cleveland, so keep
yeah,
going.
yeah. There's a difference, but at the same time, the administration in Clearview District doesn't understand that they recruit Lorain kids. So,
for sure.
so it's
I
like
wouldn't say that they recruit Lorain kids,
They
accept-
take.
They take.
but they
Yes.
yes.
It is
They
very
take-
hard to get into that
it
school.
is
I waited for open
very.
enrollment.
It's very hard. It's very hard, and you basically have to have like a connect.
It's
No,
first come,
see,
first serve.
I came from Lorain City Schools. I went to Johnny Wilson going into middle school, 6th, 7th,
Okay.
and 8th grade. And then when my parents heard the idea of Lorain High forming, they didn't like the
They
idea
bounced.
of, they didn't like that. I was all for it, me personally, because I
Because you were
already
gonna go to King anyway.
did- Exactly, with everybody that was at this table right now.
Shout out to Emerald King.
So, I already knew I had
Saint for
I
life.
had a foot in the door,
Oh,
you
see,
know.
we got-
Yeah.
But then
we
I
got-
went to Clearview,
we
and
gotta
it
end
was
the
a big
podcast
adjustment
with
to
the South
where
King.
the classrooms were a little bit smaller.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you had more time in each class, but you had less classes, so it wasn't. You know what I mean? It was kind of
It's small.
Well, yeah.
The opposite of Lorain.
It was
Right.
our graduating class in 2011 was 525 people. I think. I
Yeah.
think total the school is probably like
yeah.
about that.
Our
2013
We graduated like
was
80 people.
140.
Yeah.
It's like
No,
140.
we graduated with like only like no way. Our whole class as a whole, we probably had 140. We did not graduate at 140. We probably
We
graduated.
had like 2013
Maybe
had
from-
like 480.
I would say from
or something
80
like
to
that.
95 people that graduated in our year. Dude, we
Four-
we were
yeah, something
on
like that.
Broadway, on fucking the
The
Palace.
Yeah.
Palace.
Just to break down the ratio,
Yeah, they
though.
fit on the stage.
You know what I'm
We
like?
would've
That's
been-
not that big. You're not.
No.
No,
The
this-
max is 100, maybe.
Yeah.
And we didn't have that. I'm telling you that right now.
No,
Yeah.
that's crazy, bro. Just to go back to like the ratio in the classroom, it's like for that, it's like what, one teacher to how many students? Like maybe
We have probably like
I was
28.
gonna say
We had like 35.
30,
Yeah.
pushing it, sharing shit,
Pushing
sharing
that
desk
shit.
and shit.
no.
We had
I mean, it's not equipped. I mean,
Well, now they got a campus.
Now
they got a
though, Lorain High now is fucking loaded. They have a whole ass LC in that bitch.
Yeah. It's nice. It's real nice. But I mean, is the teachers, are they adequate for the students?
See, I don't know because I didn't go there, so I can't. You know what I mean? Like I'm like, fuck, I don't know. Can't really.
Let's hope the tenured ones got away because
Right.
we definitely needed some new blood in there. Man.
I think it boils down to just like anything else in the business world, or I mean anything else, even nonprofit world. It just reflects leadership.
For sure.
And leadership, it's a trickle down effect. If you have a good leader at the top, you're probably gonna have a leader at the bottom, a good leader at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what it all boils down to, I think. And if you don't have a good leader at the top, yikes,
Mm-hmm.
yikes.
So
But there's a bigger entity
Mm-hmm.
over that top leader too, which is the system.
Yeah.
And that's a whole new ball game we're not even gonna go into.
Mm-hmm. The public.
Yeah.
The-
Oh yeah. And
No,
the
but
scrutiny.
there's nothing stopping us from spreading the information that we know, that we've gained over
Yeah.
time, and helping that next generation come up,
Yeah.
right? So, again, it reverts back to it's on us.
Mm-hmm.
And we have to share information because when we die, we can't take it with us, right? So, there's no point of us having, oh, I can help you get to this space. All you have to do is communicate a little bit better. Those vices that you have that are crippling to you, like maybe you indulge too much in drinking, smoking, whatever your vice is, go to therapy about it. Those are just simple things you can go through to help you like get to the next space. But we're not taught that in our box, quote unquote, that we live in, right? So we need to figure out how we can pass information, how we can like educate.
Mm-hmm.
So
I do think these nonprofits like the Boys and Girls Club and other places can play a crucial part in that. They just have to be funded and appreciated enough. Like
Yeah.
you have to like make
Spotlighted.
Yes, because if
They
you
need a
don't,
good foundation.
they have to have a good foundation themselves. Yeah, for sure. Because if they don't, then what's the use?
Yeah.
You know,
And I think there's a lot of there's a lot of hidden treasures here in the city of Lorain. I mean, there's a lot of places that do a lot of good work, but they're not spotlighted. So that can, they have immense amounts of value in the community, but then what is their value? Are they seen as valued if they're not spotlighted? By the larger and broader community.
Are they on Facebook? If they're not on, that thing. If they are on social media, then it doesn't really matter. Like say for example, the food banks around here, the
Second Harvest.
They do so much for the community, but do people understand that you can go there and get food? If you do not have it, you can go get it. Like you don't have to struggle and cut things out of your budget and not have lights turned
how
on.
many people know that though? Again, it goes
And
back.
stuff is on social media though.
Right.
And it's still like spreading information isn't enough. Like you
Right.
can never spread too much information, I don't think. Because there's always going to be somebody who says like, I didn't know.
Yeah, but I think what it is like people don't believe it till they see you do it, and it's like,
That's true.
oh, it really is possible. You really
Yeah.
could start your own company. You really could do this, that. Like, yeah, you have to again start with you. What are you dealing with personally that's not letting you get to that next space, right? So, shout out to Lorain. There's been a tremendous amount of entrepreneurship going on. I see it constantly. Like people starting their,
Yes, sir.
getting their LLCs, getting their new businesses going. Like, and we gotta keep supporting each other.
You know why?
Why?
Because of you.
I don't think I'm
Yeah,
the main
bro.
source of it, but like,
I think you're one of the people that people look to. Real shit. Not just trying to feed you bullshit.
I'm not an ego person, so that's fine. No,
I know, but real
But
shit. I think people, because people know who you are and people trust you. And with you doing what you do, people's like, oh shit, if he could do it, and I know if I reach out to him, he will help me out.
yeah.
And then bam, you're automatically right there spreading your message.
Let me just tell you this right now. People know 1 out of 6 out of this podcast.
Jacob.
Yeah. Say Jacob again. Yeah.
Nope. That's the thing. Like, I don't look at myself as like that person. Like, I'd rather be in the background, to be honest with you. But it's like people don't. Like, again, they don't believe it till they see it. And I'm telling you, like, anything you want is attainable. It's literally right there. You can materialize anything that's in your head. all you gotta do is really apply yourself. It's really that simple. Know who you are, know what you want, know what you're passionate about, and apply yourself.
And you got to be willing to fail.
That's a key part of it.
Right.
Because failure only fuels success. Like, you have to fail. If you don't accept failure in your life, success isn't meant for you.
Exactly.
Right. You have to. It's adversity again. We're born into adversity, so we
can't like it, but like you're failing. You know what I mean? You can't. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, Michael Jordan said it himself. I've been asked to take thousands of game-winning shots, and I missed over and over again. But that's why I succeed, and that's why he's one of the best players to ever play, because he understands that mentality. It's almost like a Mamba mentality type of deal. Like,
he had the Mamba mentality before the Mamba.
The constant quest to be your best self, and that's the space we're in. So
I think it boils down to, like you said, the mindset. I mean, it's about a growth mindset, because if you say all you have to do is, but some people don't know how to do that. You know what I mean? Because they weren't equipped with that off the bat. So then that's when it comes to educating and informing others. Because, people, I mean, life boils down to resiliency. Some people can get through it, and some people can't. That's what it boils down to. My degrees are in social work, and the goal in the social work is to work myself out of a job. Because some folks are not as resilient as others. So my job is to help him overcome something that you crushed and you kept it pushing this way. So
nice.
Life is about resilience and
building. So you're building that in people, trying to,
Yeah, and in the perfect world, everybody would be born with resiliency
and motivation to.
And boom, 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 everything is good to go. And we go from there. But that's not reality. That's not.
It's not reality.
That's not.
We live in yin and yang, good and bad, and bad and good. Bad is inevitable. It's inevitable. We just got to learn how to adapt and be resilient.
The thing is, change is inevitable.
That's true.
But growth is an option. And you have to really understand that aspect.
Yep.
Times constantly change. We know that. We're in 2021. Not 1993, not 1990, 2021.
Are you sure it's not like 2020 part 2?
We're not in like 2002, guys.
No, this is a whole different space. Like,
I feel like it's a part 2.
And I think just to go back to, I don't want to keep talking about the system, but like the people that are in place come from a generation where they don't understand the progressiveness that's going on. So what they know is what they know, and they don't want to know anything else. But in order for all of us to achieve something better, we got to get on the same page. I'm not wishing death upon anybody, but those people have to like move aside and let the younger energy kind of like.
Well, it's got to be a mesh. It has to be a mesh, because I don't think you're ever going to get rid of that entire thought process. But we have to, like you said, this is our time to like do it. Like, we have to start now, because if we don't, then we're going to be. No offense to like the '80s babies, but like I really feel like y'all dropped the ball, like on a whole bunch. Like there's like 30-year-olds that I see them doing nothing. They're serving me meals. No offense to that if you're serving me a meal, but it's like, what did you do in your 20s? Like, I don't know. I'm not trying to be like offensive, but it's just like, we have the opportunity, and I think we know that we have the opportunity now.
Yeah,
and that's different.
And as again, reverting back to this rat race that we're in.
Rat race.
That's what it's called. Okay, rat race. And you're on this wheel, and they teach you everything you need to know to be a part of that system. Not telling you how to be an entrepreneur. Not telling you how to be your own boss. Everybody isn't meant to be their own boss, and that's fine.
Oh, for sure.
But again, nothing's stopping you from being your own genius, right? You can literally, like, we're all born with this like internal gift, you would say, right? But most of us don't discover it because we're caught in that rat race. But when you get out of that rat race and really tap into what you're supposed to be doing, your work it's not called work. We gotta come up like a different word for it, but like your passion should be your main focus at all times. You might temporarily have to go work for a space. That's just the reality that we live in. But like, don't forget what you really want to do.
But some people don't have that. Some people don't know what they want to do. So it's so hard to like say, do what you want to do what you're passionate about. Like,
Right.
I don't know. Like, literally, I didn't know what I was going to do. I was 22 or so, and about 22. I got my associates from LCC, and that was my 5th year. So I was like, I had to like wait. I had a year of shit happen, so it was like an odd time. But I didn't know what I was going to do. I was like, I don't know. Social work wasn't one of my things. I think I did something about teaching or something. I don't know. Then I ended up with public service, and I was like, I like this. I think I like helping people, and it's like a system, you know, helping the system work better. So then that's what I got my degree in is in urban studies, and from Cleveland State in 2016. And by the time that happened, I was already working in the public sphere. So now I'm still there, and it's just like, I figured out what I want to do kind of like on a whim. I was like, I don't know, I'll take a class and I'll see if I like it. And it was like the studying of people and why they do things they do, why they move where they move, and why societies were built and faltered. So it's
So I don't know if you guys know this information, but by the time you're 7 years old, all of your characteristics, all of your personality is developed by that space. And really, I'm saying, you revert back to your childhood. What did you enjoy doing as a kid that seemed effortless to you?
Sports.
Was it playing sports? Was it art? Was it reading? It was something in that space, like, that helped you just seem like, okay, so go back to the movie.
Being inquisitive.
Right. Movie Soul, right? The whole movie,
Oh,
that whole
yeah.
movie was based on, like, remember the scene where it was like, when you get into that zone, that space?
I haven't watched it, so don't spoil it.
Okay. Well,
I haven't watched it either.
no, yeah, get into that space, and that's what they're supposed to be doing. And that's what I got from that movie, though. But, like, people have to, I can't tell you what to do, but I'm only just explaining my process to you and how it works for me. What may work for me may not work for you. But
100%.
I'm not telling you not to try. That's the
Right.
thing.
You gotta try.
You have to put some type of, apply yourself. Are you just like this matter that's just sitting there wasting space?
It's so crazy because the critical point of development in a human is like 3 years old.
Wow.
3 years old is when you develop. Except for the logic. Logic takes a little bit longer. It's in the front of your brain. That's why I'm pointing to my head. But logic takes a while. No shade, but especially for guys. And
That's a fact. Yeah, we develop way slower than females. Like that's why. And again, we don't.
This is old news. We knew this.
okay.
But for the people, but for the people out there, like even like I was saying, like female, like women, like that's another thing too. Like, do women be preferred to call like women or female? Because some people don't even like the word female because it reverts back to like we're lesser than a male, and I'm like, what does that even mean?
Like,
Right?
But that's like saying men and women. Like,
Yeah.
we're
you know
just
what I
human
mean?
at the end
It's
of the
like-
day,
Well,
right?
you wouldn't say
that's
like
how we are.
female and
that
male.
male.
Like, you need both
over
of the
there.
word.
That
You,
male over
you
there.
need male,
Male.
and
That-
men. You know what I mean? Like
that
to
female.
say, like, it's like we need each other. Like why? You know what I
That
mean? Like,
lady. That
you need to say
that
one
woman.
word to say the other. You need the other word to say one. Like
I mean, I just like women.
That
or
person over
woman.
there.
Woman.
Woman.
Woman or women?
We're all
Women?
people.
just say my love. You know what I'm saying? That's all you need to do.
That person right there.
You say you sound like you handle like butterscotch or something like
You know, there you go, my love.
I love. There you go.
And that's another thing, like, we can, I guess, talk about. I don't know if it's, like, really, like, a topic, but, like, people age, right? We all get older. But
No shit.
I don't want to get old.
the maturity does never
I
happen.
do not.
Me neither.
Man,
You can age
Can we
whenever
stop
mature.
talking about being old? God damn.
Listen,
I'm not
You can
old.
age and you can never mature because I know some immature ass like 45-year-olds.
You say you got, okay, people don't want to get old, right? But I don't know if you guys understand. It's a gift to be 80-something years old,
oh
Absolutely.
yeah, I can't wait.
90-something years
to
old.
get old
Nah.
for the fact
He
that
said, nah.
I'm not gonna
Just-
finish.
just because of the fact, like telling my son stories, telling if I have grandkids one day, tell them stories.
But you could do that in 5 years.
True, but just also just having that wealth of knowledge at 70 years old, just sitting on my porch, be like, I lived through some shit.
The stories you would tell.
Jacob,
Like,
in 5
I
years,
can't
you're
wait
gonna
to
be
tell my
definitely on your
kids
porch.
about
Rocking.
2020
Yeah, like-
and I'm going to be
Sit
so over
down.
dramatic.
right, just imagine,
Take a
like,
seat.
oh,
I was
man,
locked in my house for 2 weeks straight.
2 weeks straight. I remember
With
we
a
all
gun
had
in
to
my
wear
head.
this cloth over our face. It was like a crazy time we lived in.
And
right?
all we did was watch Netflix.
yeah,
and hoard toilet paper.
Then they're going to be like,
mass amounts of
Mom,
toilet
what's
paper.
Netflix?
Yeah, like,
What's toilet paper? Like, what the fuck? What are you doing? Where am I?
no, times are going to
Crazy
change.
shit.
though.
It's.
Oh,
I think we're going to see a lot of technology advance very quickly here. I mean, just from 2000 to now. I mean, just imagine the advances we made. So
to go off Netflix and stuff, I had a
Where
quick
is the
question
toilet?
because it was something I thought of earlier this week and it was random. So, what would you prefer? A cable subscription, like a DirecTV, Dish, Spectrum, or streaming services? What do you prefer nowadays?
Just give me Wi-Fi.
Just give me Wi-Fi.
I'll
I mean,
figure it
yeah.
out.
Well, yeah. I guess streaming services would be like Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
streaming
I'm
service?
going with streaming services.
Okay.
Yeah. Fuck cable. I haven't had cable in like I
It
don't know, 4
depends
years.
on the package, I guess. Like,
I lived without
cable's
cable.
overpriced.
I did live
That's-
without cable, but
Okay.
now I have basic cable only because it was a bulk package with my apartment.
Cheaper than.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
$68 for Wi-Fi and cable. Come
Wow.
on, that's a no.
I'm
That's a
paying-
no-brainer.
I'm paying that right now
That's
for
a
just
no-brainer.
Wi-Fi. That's
Yeah, that's
crazy.
a no-brainer.
Wi-Fi,
But I could survive. I survived without cable
Yeah, for sure.
for
my
sure.
only thing
for
is,
sure.
with streaming services, I can stream the Ravens, but I can't stream the Cavs. So it's like,
Right, I agree. I
and
agree.
some of the Indians games. So it's like, if I
Get you a
had
radio.
cable,
Get you a radio. Turn that thing on. And,
Old school.
Oh, so that's what I do. See, I'm like, free. Turn it on.
you know my next Christmas gift, though.
Yeah, I got you. I actually got a radio for you right now, I think.
No, okay, hoarder.
No, I thread.
Hey, that's a crazy show.
I'm a reseller. I resell stuff on eBay.
Oh,
so
cool.
I find things at like garage sales, thrift stores, and I make
You make
good
money,
money.
yeah.
I got flip things. So I think I have a radio. I'm not a hoarder. I got like it's all like organized too. It's organizing.
Okay,
Organized hoarder.
got it.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Damn.
No, yeah, but
No radio for
just to
you.
go back to
John's
like,
the other team, so I'm busting his balls all week.
Oh yeah, John's shitty at basketball.
Oh,
Jacob,
yeah.
you're shitty at basketball,
But he
but you're my
can't guard
teammate,
me.
so I'm cutting the slack. Who can't guard who?
John can't
I was
guard
about
me.
to say, don't disrespect.
I put
me.
$10 right now to anybody.
Oh,
I'm gonna score five
my God.
points on John.
the fact that you
We're
look
playing 7-minute quarters. You better score 5 points.
7 minutes of Jacob running up and down the court.
What?
7-minute quarters. So
Playing
talk-
4 quarters.
we're talking 28
We have till noon to 4.
or
to hoop.
21.
Jacob is
21
built
minutes.
like he sells polo boys like on the corner, bro. Like there's no way that he's no.
He said Polish boys.
Yeah,
Okay, don't disrespect Polish boys like that.
Hey.
I'm
But
just saying Jacob looks
Jacob
like
do look like that.
potentially he sells those. He
John
may,
looks like
may
he
own a
spits
corner
on his
store.
fucking shoes at the
Oh,
Yeah.
mall.
Hey, bro. Come
John over here looking like Mr. Clean and shit. So
Yeah.
He works at a bowling alley. What size do you wear?
on. What can I get you? What can I get you? Nachos and cheese?
11 and a half. 11 and a half.
He said, how long y'all gonna be bowling for? An hour.
If it's 2 hours, you got a deal. I mean,
Hey,
it's a better deal
so I
than
give
doing
you
that
2 hours and 2 pairs of shoes.
Are you
For,
a league
45
bowler or
bucks.
not a league bowler?
way. Come on.
it's a league that side.
No, yeah, but Kate, yeah, it's literally like so. Just to go back to you though, we
Okay.
definitely appreciate you being on the podcast, and we hope to have you back soon. Any other questions for Kate? You would say there's so much we can talk about though. Like,
Well, yeah, I just feel like this was great conversation, but I could talk for days,
I guess I have a
especially about
question.
stuff that we talked about. Yeah, go ahead.
If you had one superpower, what would it be?
Oh, to be invisible.
Invisible?
Aw.
Yeah.
Are you shy? Like, what is.
No, but like, okay, so people say like, what would you want? Would you want to be invisible, or would you want to be able to fly?
Fly.
I'd want to fly.
I
You're
talked about this, like-
invisible though. Like,
who can
you
fly?
could do anything.
But I feel like my thing is you can be sneaky and still be invisible. Like somebody could maneuver behind this right now and
Okay,
not
now you're
know.
gonna creep me out.
But I'm just saying though,
Yeah.
you're
Right
technically
there,
invisible because you haven't seen
Yeah.
me.
Or you're more
I could just
stealth-like.
fly through this fucking floor right now. And
Yeah.
just-
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Insurance claim.
Yeah.
no,
I got you.
answer
Well,
you.
if you
Yeah.
have the
Hulk
power
in
to
this bitch,
fly,
too.
are you as weak as a bird, or do you have other superpowers then? Because if you try to
I
fly
guess.
through that, I don't know. if
Like,
that'll
I
work.
mean, I'm not as weak as you, so I'm flying
Ooh,
through there, and I'm gonna be
Shots
okay.
fired, shots fired.
Shots fired.
Burn.
Speaking of next Saturday, are you gonna be there? Can you be there to like?
Can
just-
you record it?
not even record it. Can you just be there for more support?
Yeah,
Because I
cuz.
may or
But
may
for
not.
which team?
I may or may not have
Right.
Franco coming, and we can run 4-on-4.
Ooh.
If he comes, I'll run it for him.
All right.
Hey, I
Say
can't
less.
shoot the
We got
ball, but I
Franco.
got
Say
some
less.
six.
We got
Yeah,
Franco.
No, I'm taking
We're
Julian.
taking Julian. Okay.
Y'all got Franco.
Come on.
Okay, no,
I
Franco,
got Jacob.
no, yeah, Franco guard Jacob. That's
They
fine.
got me.
John.
So what team am I on?
Your team is a lot more confident
You're
than
with
you.
these
than
guys.
ours.
Yeah,
You're
your
confident
team is
in
a-
Jacob.
Super confident. in you.
Julian has been so unamused.
He's a very straightforward person.
Yeah.
I see.
Disinterested. No.
Yeah.
Um,
No, I'm interested.
He was Mike shy.
like shy.
Yeah,
That's
but like I said,
okay.
today's his first day too. So
That's okay.
virginity.
I used to hate doing stuff like this, but now I like
you
it.
did very well so far. Like you were like very crisp, very thoughtful.
Thanks.
Very good. Very good.
What
Yeah.
about you, John? Did I do good today?
No, you never do good. So no, I'm just kidding.
Avengers boy.
We actually we always kind of like rag on Jacob. Like I don't know if you've already felt that. But it just kind of happens.
Mm-hmm.
It's all out of love. I mean, he,
Yeah.
he understands.
I'm
I'm
that
being
guy.
sarcastic. I'm not being honest. I'm not.
No, I'm.
Or I guess not being honest, but I guess I'm not being.
I've known Jacob my whole life, like literally my
Whole
whole life.
You guys are even
I
synchronized.
know.
Yeah,
Whole
exactly.
life.
Wow.
That's how much hate
Unfortunately.
I have for that man.
So
Wow.
much hate.
But
that he
it's
loves
so
me.
much hate that you know it's love.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. I got
He's my
it.
oldest nephew.
Like I would beat his ass, but I would stop somebody from whooping his ass.
That's love.
Yeah,
Wow.
That's love.
pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get that on a T-shirt.
Ash.
I got you. Hey, send me a-
Ash.
Hey, I know a guy.
yeah.
I know the guy.
No, okay, so Kate. So
Okay, yeah.
Any questions for us you would like to ask? Anything come to mind? You think?
No, I really put pressure on you guys to ask me. I didn't even think about asking
My
you
favorite
guys
color is
anything.
gray.
Hey, my favorite color is gray too.
There we go. Look, see, my favorite show is
People-
Naruto.
People think I'm so crazy. Like, what's your favorite color, Kate? Gray.
Yeah.
Gray is not a color.
Why
Yes,
not?
it
Gray
is.
is the absence of color.
He works at Sherwin-Williams, so
Oh,
he's gonna
yeah,
get
so
very
Okay,
technical right now.
Mr. Sherwin.
Thank you, Julian. Yeah, gray's
Thanks
not
for
a color.
that.
Pick
Mr.
a different-
Sales rep.
Now you
Pick
want
a
to talk
different
into the
color.
mic.
different color.
He's talking paint.
He said, "This is my
See,
wheelhouse.
we
I've
talking
been
color?
fucking ready."
Hey,
Colors,
we
I've been
talking
dealing with
color,
that.
G?
There's 363 types of red, and I know every single one of them.
Do you? What are they?
No, I was saying that's what Julian would
That's
say.
not what he does.
Uh-oh.
He's a sell. He
I'm
markets.
pretty sure he knows
Put
that
some
many
respect
colors.
on
I
what he
used to
does.
manage a store.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
so
yeah.
I used to make paint.
Oh,
How many colors are red then?
I don't know, a lot.
Not that many.
Like an insane. I mean, there's millions of colors.
oh,
Yeah.
millions. I was off by millions.
Yeah, so get your shit together.
Wow,
The
you're
Come on,
tinters
facts.
only
Very
have
close.
Watch
two
yourself,
colors,
Ash.
and then
Watch
there's
yourself.
He
two
get his shit from
reds.
Twitter. You get all your information from Twitter, don't you?
There's two reds.
Nope.
Blue red and
Relax.
red oxide.
Nope.
I get my information from
Okay.
social media.
No,
That's
I
fine.
do not.
That's what a lot of people do.
Nope.
You may be one of
I
those
looked
people.
into the skies and they just told me what's going on.
All right, guys, and that will do it. That's another episode of It's On Us. Like I said in the beginning, we do have a little bit more content for you, but we want to challenge you first. We need to get this episode up to 100 streams, 100 listens, and we will drop a little bit more content for you. It's about 20 minutes, 25 minutes of content. It's about music, it's about Bitcoin. You know, that's all the rage right now. So we had a little bit more conversation. It just didn't make the cut. Be sure to share this with your friends. Like these videos, like the posts, like anything you can. Just get our name out there. Spread it to the masses. Sounds corny, but hey, listen, guys. We appreciate your support. Please keep supporting us. We have so much more content to do, and we're happy to do it. So, with that being said, take care, and we'll talk to you guys soon.